What is going on, everybody? Nimrez, Serendipity, Dude Crypto, Andrew, Bayo, Matt Flint, Chum, Birdie. How's it going? How's it going? All right, Birdie, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. How's everybody's night going tonight? Sherm, James, Stack, Aaron, Will. What's up? What's up? So, we're in the middle of a Bitcoin pump. JJ, what's up, man? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Steve, what's up? So, we are seeing a nice little rally off of a couple of the levels that we were watching. We saw Bitcoin break down a little bit leading into this Asia Open, and then Asia woke up. We had a small pullback back into previous structure, and we've kind of just blasted off since then. If we get our lines back on here, we can see the 50,000 is right up here. That's where Bitcoin really wants to go. I think everyone really wants to see Bitcoin go up to 50,000, right? Graham, what's up? Matt, what's up? Oh, the announcement, yeah. So basically we're reworking some things with the website and just trying to make it more accessible, the information for everybody, right? So one of the big announcements is going to be that we're going to be offering some trade plans, and we're going to be, so those people that can't tune in live for the live trade room, Matt, you caught that long. Good stuff, man. Good job. Cam, what's up? But those are the people that can't tune in for the live trade room, can at least get a detailed live trade plan, but won't have to pay a live trade room fee, right? So instead of paying $100 a month, they can just pay $25 a month and just get the plans every single day, the detailed plans, and they'll look something similar to this. Let me see where our last plan was. So here's our trade plan from 20 August. So we can see I just did like a little narrative. We hit on ETH, Bitcoin, ADA, and XRP and Litecoin. And I don't have any issues adding some coins to the trade plan as time goes on, basically. Otto, what's up? Zoe, Scott, how's everybody doing? But yeah, so that's one of the big announcements that we have, right? Just in an effort to give everybody the opportunity to be able to, have a trade plan. I know for the trade room in the morning, especially for our Aussies, it's a little bit early for them to get up and trade live. So just so they can have something throughout the day to be paying attention to, or to have a plan going into it, right? And then we have some other courses that we're working on. Play too loud, yeah. And that's kind of the thing, is like, I understand not everybody has $100 a month to put in to get in that live trade room, or the time, right? Matthew, what's up, man? And so it'll just be nice, yeah. And let's say you're too busy, so you're not able to join the trade room that day, and so then you don't get the trade plan. So this will just be a way to get it, right? And we're working on getting it so it can be sent to your phone, like a text message or something like that. Someone in the Discord was telling me about something called Telegram. So I got to look up that and how to use it. I'm not really sure. The Discord is fairly easy for me to use, so I can always just use that. But I'd like to give it away. I know people follow a lot of pages and stuff. So yeah, play too loud. Yeah, and that's kind of the goal here, is we want to give everybody that opportunity, right? And then also we have some other things coming out, but they are not going to be coming out till probably after Christmas. Just a futures course and an options course to kind of dig deep into that that atmosphere, I guess, that a lot of people are interested in getting into. Michigan Mids, what's up? Charles, hey, yeah, Aaron, yeah, thank you. Everyone, if you're here, go ahead and smash that like button for us so we can start getting that information. Ollie, what's up, man? Yeah, and so that was kind of the big announcement, is that we're going to be offering something like that here in the near future. We're trying to figure out, what I'll do is I'll probably talk to the community like I always do and try to figure out what's best for everybody. We came out with a nice thing for the live trade room, and so now I want to come out with something that is going to be able to, one, not break the bank for people that are trying to conserve capital, and then also give people an opportunity for people that aren't able to tune in, right? Especially, like, I know a lot of our East Coast members, when that trade room starts at 9:30 in the morning, that's basically the perfect time for them to be starting work. So it's tough for them to be in that live trade room, especially trading live. So just to give everybody a good opportunity, right? But let's jump onto the charts. Just stay tuned for that. We'll get it once I get it up and running. I'll definitely do a stream about the website and stuff as we move forward. We're trying to get pushed over to a better website. That way we can have the videos on the website. And then we have our upcoming boot camp, which is going to be probably the last boot camp for a while, unless we get like a high demand. It's tough. So I'm trying to focus. We have about 150 members right now, and I'm trying to focus all of my efforts into them to get them on track to become, like I said, my goal is to become at least a break-even trader by the end of the year. Very lofty goal, but definitely a good opportunity, and at least a good goal to have, right? And if you don't set goals for yourself, it's going to be tough to achieve anything without a goal. So yeah, no credits. And that's what I figured, man. It's just like, it's tough to for the Aussies to get in there, you know what I mean? So early for you guys. And we can't even get James to get in the live trade room. He can't wake up at 3 a.m. either. So I definitely understand your guys' pain. Yeah, so this is the boot camp. This is the website, thetradevets.com. There is I think about half the seats left. We have 24 seats left. So yeah, just under half the seats left for the boot camp. It's going to be the last one for a while. All right, Matt, stay safe. I know they got that what is it, hurricane going on out there, so be careful. And the Kiwis, yeah, and the Kiwis, exactly. So yeah, stay safe, Matt. I saw some people, like some flooding out there, up there. So but yeah, so I definitely recommend signing up for this last boot camp. If you've already taken the boot camp, you will be able to tune into this one. The trade plans are part of the live trade room. Yeah. No, not an extra 25. Yeah, so I send it out every morning, and then we like go over and set it up and everything. Because normally, I mean, live trade room really doesn't start till about like 6 o'clock, but I'm typically on there probably. I mean, lately I've been on there like around 5:15 or something. I've been getting up pretty early lately. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna record it, so if you miss it and you've already taken the boot camp, you'll definitely be able to access it. We're gonna be migrating to a different website. It's gonna be the same URL, but it's just gonna be a better platform, I guess. I'm not a huge tech person when it comes to that kind of stuff, but just so it can have our videos uploaded on the website, and you could just go to the website and boom, watch them instead of having to go through the whole hassle of going to the Discord, going to the Zoom. And then as we go forward, I'm going to be adding a bunch of stuff to the website. I would like to do a couple of things with the website, as far as how analysis gets pushed out. So what I'd like to do is like have we have TPO Bootcamp, the live trade room, testimonials, right? These are really just signups. I'd like to have a nice little login. You click your account, you log in, and then from there's going to be your courses. I still have to send you guys out your certificates for your TPO graduate certificates. Those are on the way as well, so I guess that's a pretty decent announcement to have. But then also I want to have like a market research center where I am going to be doing a lot of research into like NFTs, into some of the smaller altcoins, into some of the up and comers, into the futures market, into the options market. And this way I just have a centralized place to kind of post everything. You know, Discord, as organized as it tries to be, it is a bit confusing, and there's so many different things that different people want. This will just give me a way to kind of keep my thoughts organized, except for just in one little location where everyone has to kind of scroll up, scroll down. So I'll have a nice little spot and you guys will be able to access that nice and easy. So we'll have some chart setup videos on there. We'll have software setup. We'll have things like Binance, like you're talking about. I trade on Bybit though. Yeah, I would migrate somewhere else, James. Binance is like getting chapped hard. Yeah, they're pretty much done. And then also on the website we'll have, you know, the live trade room recordings. We'll have some fundamental courses, some foundation courses. So just things that I mean, these are lofty goals, I guess. Just things that are happening in the future, right? My plan is to go live with all of this stuff probably after Christmas. It's still like in the testing stage and I've still got to record all of these classes and stuff, but it is in the works. So I would like to just give that that opportunity. You know, I really appreciate all of the work that you guys put in improving yourselves, and you know, I want to keep giving you guys the opportunity to improve yourselves any way that I can help. So it just seems like a good next step. But enough of that, let's hit the charts. So we're seeing, and let's go ahead and hit on to our big resistance. So this was just an intermediate diagonal that I had drawn, but so this yellow line is the same one from last Sunday, and if we scroll out, that we can see that we've been sitting at, what was last Sunday? Last Sunday's date was the 15th, right? So let's see, here's the 15th here, and oops, and we had kind of seen, we had a little breakdown, didn't really go, we finally got above it, and then today we caught a nice little short little breakdown, and then now we're back popped above it, and we're running into that 50,000 resistance, and we're still holding this level. So it's a good level to have on your chart. And the way that I drew it was basically I just zoomed all the way out and connected from our little bottom swing point here where we had put in a bunch of value. See how we kind of traded sideways in a nice little range. And then we decided that we were going to move up, and that was back on the 20th of July, and had just drawn it, and we drew it on the 15th, I think. Maybe it was a little bit before the 15th, but it was around that time. And we've been kind of respecting that level. We do have the upper side of the channel as well, and we're just going to keep watching that. That's kind of just a level that I'm, you know, just kind of had put up there just to see. And then as we get up to this 58,359, which is going to be a big resistance up here, but definitely we have the opportunity or the possibility. You know, maybe if we can hold this, we can keep kind of bouncing up, and then eventually crack that thing and head back to, you know, the all-time highs, right? I'm pretty sure everybody wants to do that. So, you know, good opportunities coming out. One thing I will mention is, oh yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, Blue, good morning. Let's see. Mr. Cotto, you just signed up for the last class. Good stuff, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably biased, I guess, because I'm the instructor, but I mean, I think it's definitely a good class. And I've done some changes to this last class. Nothing really Nothing really, different, but it's going to be definitely some good improvements. As your TPO programming for TradingView. So I kind of enlisted my uncle on that, and it's pretty tough. PineScript is not easy. There is somebody on TradingView called like Spaceman or something like that, and he made a TPO, and it actually looks pretty decent. So might be something definitely to check out if you're interested in just kind of sticking with TradingView and going with that. I think he charges $1,000 for a lifetime subscription. So it's really not too bad, especially because you can access it if it works with everything. I'm not sure if it just works on Bitcoin or if it works on everything. I'm not sure about that. That'd be something you'd have to maybe send him an email or something. 897, what's up? But yeah, so Nair, what's up, man? Definitely something to think about as we kind of head forward is normally in September, the stock market sells off, right? And if we go to, let's go to the ES, let's go contract, and let's go to like let's go to a monthly chart, I guess. You can see we just on a fucking tear lately. So let's see. So here's September, here's October. This was the C word thing. This is August. This September actually went up. Here's October. September didn't really do anything. So, I mean, I guess really not as much as, here's September is a red month. August, September, pretty red. September, red again. August, red. So, normally end of August, early September is sometimes a sell-off, right? I guess not all the time. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, I guess, but it's definitely something to consider for basically like tempering your expectations, right? Everyone wants Bitcoin to go to 100,000, let's say. What day is the class strat on? Yo, long and short, what's up, man? It starts on the 30th, so next week on Monday. Yeah. But one thing to consider is at least temper your expectations before dumping every single penny that you have into the crypto market, just in preparation of this possible pullback that typically tends to happen. Then we have this month the Jackson Hole meeting. Basically, coming out of that meeting, we'll probably find out if they are going to be raising rates or if they're going to be easing up on their buying. I forget what they call that, what the word is for it. But basically, they're just going to stop buying junk bonds and stuff. Basically, just like wasting money. I was reading this thing this weekend that they're spending about like, I think it's like the government's spending like $81 million a day or something like that. Some fucking outrageous number. I don't even know. What's on with this thing? Okay. But yeah, something definitely to think about. Let's take a peek at ADA because ADA is on a tear. Oh, okay. ADA didn't pull back at all. This is kind of what I've been talking about. If you guys are new and you guys are not on the Discord, scroll down, find the Discord link and join the Discord. Definitely worth it. Definitely some good information in there. But yeah, so we see that a lot of these other ones, and we can just we'll just check out ETH real quick. Scroll out. You see a lot more movement, right? We had a pretty decent sized pullback on ETH. We popped back up, and now ETH is trying to break the top of this range. If we check out Litecoin, which I almost lost my ass on Litecoin last week. Not really, almost. Definitely lost like 600 bucks. But we see the same thing. Good value here, pull back into this value area, looking to get to the upside. But then we go back to ADA, and ADA did not go through that at all, right? So ADA's value area is down here. It popped up, put in more value, ranged, and now it's popping up again, popping up to the upside. You know, and we've been in this Discord talking about ADA for basically since the beginning, thanks to ADA Alex, wherever he's at. In the kitchen with Odin. What's up, bro? That's my nephew. Nephew's in the house. You guys want tips on how to make food? Jump in the kitchen with Odin. There's a YouTube channel where he teaches people how to make food stuff. But yeah, so you see ADA is, you know, on a mind of its own. And this is why I'd posted, you know, be cautious about shorting ADA, because sometimes it can just look like it wants to go. It looks like it wants to break a value level and then just doesn't, just rips to the upside and, you know, hurts people's feelings. Back to Bitcoin. We zoom out and we see Bitcoin had the same idea. You can see we trade Bitcoin a little bit more. That's why all the levels are on here. But you know, we had a struggle fest and then nice pop up, nice value put in here, and now we're trying to get above this level. If we were to not be able to get up as we keep going, if we get up to like 50,000 or maybe 5,500 is a good level I like. And then up here at that 58 level, way up there, is another level that I'm going to watch. So if we're not able to hold and start to put in some value up here, then look for us to pull back down, hold this value area high around 49.3. That's a nice level that it should hold. If it doesn't, you're going to start pulling back, and you don't want to get in the way of something like that, right? One thing I was trying to explain, I can't remember who it was in the Discord. Someone was asking me a question about not shorting against what's it called? Not shorting against single prints, right? So this is what I mean. When we have a nice move like this to the upside, and we see these single prints here, right? And single prints we know are just a liquidation, so it's just a short position that got squeezed out. They had to buy their shares back, right? Sellers turn into buyers. That's what happens right here. On the upside, it's the opposite on the downside. So they got squeezed out, right? And what I was trying to explain is you don't want to short this until, right? You don't want to take a short position on Bitcoin until, one, the single prints are filled, or two, you start to see some value form, right? Start to see some rotations up in this level. And then if it starts to break into these single prints, then yeah, you know, get short and, you know, short it back down into this little value here. But, you know, until then, don't be, don't try to call tops and bottoms, guys. Everyone is, you know, kind of always trying to do that. And it's like, no, you know, like, why are you guys doing this? Somebody asked me to look at some smaller coins to see how to draw structure on them. So we can look at XRP. Even though XRP has been on a kind of a tear lately as well, but still went through its, you know, its little pullback that everyone else kind of did. But so when you're looking for structure on some of these smaller coins, you're going to draw them the same way that you would draw structure on anything, right? They are, especially XRP is a little bit more whippy, but you know, you can kind of see these little structures in between where it's putting in a little bit of value, right? Where you start to get some TPOs that are lining up with each other. Right? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 TPOs, 9 TPOs at this level right here. Excuse me, almost died. So there's 9 TPOs at this level, right? And so that's going to be okay. JJ, was that you? That I couldn't remember who it was, but I'm glad. Yeah, now you get it. Perfect. Repos. What are you talking about, Play Too Loud? Repos? Repos? But yeah, so that's one thing that you want to be able to do. You said you wanted to look at sushi, I think someone. Where can we see that indicator? Which indicator, Roger? This indicator right here. So this is called a time price opportunity chart. And if you go to exocharts.com, you'll see it. It's yeah, it's not an indicator. It is just market profile. It's looking at the market based off of value instead of based off of price or anything like that. Can I draw it by looking at TradingView? Yeah, I can do that. What do you want? You wanted to look at sushi? Oops. Sushi. I actually shorted sushi today pretty nicely. Yeah, so I mean, if you just look at this here, change your chart to a 30-minute chart, right? The only two charts that you'll ever need is a 30-minute chart and a daily. And then you can see we get some nice structure forming in right here. See some pretty big range for sushi going right here. But for the short on sushi, it's a pretty easy short today. You see my short level is this purple line. Basically all we did was put in this value in here. We popped up. Oops, let me move the screen up so you guys can see exactly what I was looking at. So you see how we have this structure up here, right? If we draw this over, we put in a little bit of structure down here, comes up, can't break back up into this structure. So then it comes back down. And once it breaks down through this structure and I see it build a little bit of value below the structure, that's when I start looking to qualify my short. And as soon as this thing broke right here, right, we got a little bit of a pullback and then it just went. So it was a pretty nice, easy short. No real heat on this trade at all. So is that actually pretty cool? Crypto Digs, what's up, man? Yeah, Roderick, if you're new, which I've never seen your name before, so you probably are, scroll down and find the Discord. Jump in the Discord and be like, hey, I'm Roderick. Nice to meet me, Michael Scott. Invest in cryptocurrency and Forex trading is the #1. Lewis Frederick. Yeah, Lewis, if you want to learn how to trade for an income, you're in the right place. This is the place to be. We did a couple currency shorts. We can take a look at from last week. What did we short? It was GBP EUR, I think it was. And we got short this on the 15th, which was last Sunday. As you can see, we got this nice little spike. It rejected this upper structure. So what we were looking for, tried to come back into the structure, and then took what they call in London, took a piss, right? Oh, he's just going in. Look at Serendipity, just giving you timeout, Lucas. Getting timeout. She's smacking you down. But yeah, is that the volume profile on the right? Yeah, that's that volume profile. It's the VP SVHD total. Yeah, so it was a pretty nice short. I've closed it. I don't know if anyone else took it, but yeah, it was a nice short that we set up last week. So yeah, my man Lucas, if you wanna learn how to do some Forex shorts, we got those in the bag too. Right, and the reason that we got all this stuff in the bag, guys, is because we trade value, right? We don't have to worry about an RSI or a fucking MACD or any of this shit. Oh, I'm way past the conversation, bro. My bad. I need to get my oh, the Fed buys. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, repos. Oh yeah, they are doing some repos too. You're right. Yeah, bang that like button for me, guys. Be cool. But yeah, so the reason we're able to pretty much trade whatever we want is because everything trades the same way. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is they're thinking about these indicators and setting up their trade plans based off of this moving average, this VWAP, this money flow, this, you know, all this shit that you really don't need. But if you just trade value and find markets that are in value and trade them, you know, value area high, value area low, break of value, you know, all of these things, right? We still use, you know, you still see I'm using a diagonal trend line. And the reason being is because it's working, right? So if something is working, then that's why we're going to use it. Most of the time, my support and resistance line are just going to be horizontal lines. Thoughts on a 1-inch chart? Never heard of that. Never heard of that. A 1-inch chart? That is, I don't even know. I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that's a joke or not. Vito. What's the VWAP session indicator? Oh, that's the VWAP. You can't find it? So I just typed in VWAP. Not sure where I found it, bro. Oh, they have anchored VWAP in here. That's actually kind of cool. Might mess with that a little bit. Oh, 1-inch USD. Oh, okay. The coin. I could take a look at it. Never looked at it. I thought you were talking about a chart. I was like, what? I'm not sure where I found it, to be honest with you. Might just be this first one or built-in VWAP. Yeah, it is. It's just the built-in VWAP. That's all it is. One. Oops. Is it trade USDT? Yeah. Others. Let's just look at the Binance chart. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, a lot of these smaller coins too, guys, is like if you have a smaller account, honestly, if you have a smaller account, I wouldn't even fucking trade Bitcoin. Waste of time, right? Um when you can trade some of these smaller coins and, you know, make better gains on them because of the percentage gains, right? Long and short. Bro, you guys already know. I just trade. I don't, you know, I'm just now starting to really dig deep into, you know, some of these things. Normally when I dig deep into them, I take a pretty, you know, pretty good liking to them and then buy them, right? Like when I first found out about Ethereum, I read a bunch about it, boom, bought a bunch of it. Same thing with XRP, same thing with BNB. So same thing with Doge, but I don't have any more Doge at this time. That was a long time ago that I bought Doge, but you already know, man. I'd have to look into it. So I don't really have any thoughts on it. I don't know even what it does or what it is. See any news about it? Expands Ethereum layer 2 solutions. This is recent. It's August. Yeah, I mean it looks pretty decent. It's getting a pretty decent pullback right now though. We'll see. I'm sure a lot of my crypto knights are watching this little pattern right here, putting in a nice little bull flag, right? That's what it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, we can go over the VP SVHD settings. Um, I have a volume profile, 30% width. I put it on the right side. I used to have it on the left side. I like it better on the right side. That's all just personal preference, though. It doesn't really do anything. You can put the show values on. No need, really, especially for crypto. And that's pretty much it. Inputs, total, because I don't like this up-down look. I like just the total. And then visibility, this doesn't do anything at all. So it just makes it so I guess you can see it on every chart. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the HD or the VWAP settings are session. So the anchor period is to the session. Indicator time frame is the same as the chart. I just have it as white. Visibility is the same. These are the same. I have the bands off. You can put the upper bands and the lower bands off. Some people use them. I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, Vito, man, of course. Are you new, Vito? If you are, scroll down, jump in the Discord, and say what's up, and we'll welcome you with open arms. Hopefully, we can help you learn to trade for an income. Yeah, those are my those are those, Cam. The other one is the HMA, so it's the hate moving average, or the whole moving average, I mean, and that's used for oil only. Everything on Bybit to Go charts, best trade day in a long time, scanning through everything and just throwing stuff out on structure breaks is awesome. Yeah, Bopsy, that's a fucking way to go, dude. It's so much easier, especially so the thing with crypto, guys, is like, this is what I'll do sometimes. I'll jump on EXO charts just because it's easier. So we look here and all right, boom, this one's no good. All right, I'll jump to ADA. And right now it's going to be kind of a bad example because Bitcoin broke out and kind of dragged everything with it. But what I'll do is I'll look for something that's, so here we go. This can be a fairly decent setup, right? Because if we look at the T period high, we didn't break this high. So on the break of this high, we have all of these stops to the upside. So a dot long from up here, especially because look who's holding it up. The VWAP buyers are buying this thing up. A break of this 28.33. So we'll smack this thing to purple because we know we love to get in on the perps. All right, I'm in kind of a weird mood tonight, guys. So if I'm freaking you out, sorry. You know, I'm just feel like I have a lot of energy. Like I got some good sleep the past couple of days. I've been lacking on. But you see all these stops up here, right? So there's all these stops, diagonal stops, just kind of leading the fuel to the fire. So on that upside, we have some good movements. First target probably going to be this value area high up here. Mark it in white. And if we get above that, if we get above that, we can really start rolling, right? We'll see a little bit of resistance up here at this 29.4-ish level, but above that, we can scroll out. Let's got here. Here it is. News. I was trying to go to the side to mark that level. We see there's some good volume up above, but there's still some good stops that could kind of run us up there. Oops, what am I doing? And mark this level here. A safer bet would probably be to wait. But this could still be a nice little run up to this point of control, this 29.8 level. That looks like a pretty good target. See what we got going on up here. Yeah, so above this 29.3 level, we're starting to getting into some pretty good tops up here. Nice little push from that could put us back up into a good value area up here in this 41. That's almost what's that? 30, 41. That's about 21 bucks up. Pretty good little move, if you ask me. I haven't heard anything about Bybit. Yeah, I think that is the reason, Bopsy, is that people are streaming trade entries, and that's why I've always not done it, because I always thought it was illegal. But yeah. Mr. Jack Henry. I don't know who that is. High market order fees, that is, limit orders. Yeah, yeah, I've been 100% focused on limiting in on pretty much everything. Yeah, and you make some decent percentages if you get limit fills on pretty much everything. But yeah, I mean that's basically what I do. Same thing that Bobsy's talking about is just scan around for some things that haven't gone yet, right? We caught some nice trades the other day that are just correlation trades. Bitcoin has been leading us this weekend, and been kind of dragging everything up. So if you just toss Bitcoin on a chart or just kind of scan back and forth and see that Bitcoin is still trying to take this upside, see a big spike right here, see if some buyers come back in. But Bitcoin continues to go to that upside. It broke that 50,000. So let's see if sellers try to see if buyers come in at the VWAP. Still a dangerous short. I wouldn't be on this. But yeah, I mean, you just look for something that's going, and then boom, you say, "Wake up! Bitcoin just went over 50K." Yeah, it came back down pretty quick though, which is expected, right? It's probably a lot of sellers sitting up there. Definitely something to pay attention to. You look at the BTC pair, I've come to notice that when alt reaches key support and resistance, BTC pair, USDT. Yeah. I trade the USDT pair mostly. Yeah, for Binance, it just depends where you're at. People that are in the UK and the US, Binance, they're kind of chapped. Is like that they're having issues, people shutting that shit down. Yeah, FTX is actually pretty nice. I like FTX. You can see the interface with FTX too is actually pretty nice. I'll pull it up for you guys. It's it is, yeah, I mean I enjoy it. I like looking at it. It's pretty it's nice. Here's our correlation chart. And then yeah, if you guys have the opportunity to make an FTX account, even if you don't use FTX, you can just make an FTX account and get Quant Tower for free, right? That's not a bad deal. And you can kind of see this is a correlation chart, and so I can kind of see all these different coins that are moving, and you can see we kind of have three moving up, Bitcoin's moving down. Definitely something to check out, right? And we can also look at a TPO chart. Oh, I don't know what just happened to everything, but you can look at the TPO on here. Let me just make this full screen. And this is FTX right here. So it can be, smaller, as big as you want. You can break it open as well. If you split it, we can kind of see, and it shows you like the price level and stuff. But just in just a pretty cool little platform, if you ask me. Has some good tools with it as well. But yeah, definitely looks like some buyers are stepping up on Bitcoin. Not surprised. We got a bunch of selling up here. Really just mostly profit taking, came back down into value, and they started to buy back up. I think Ferdy has one. I used his, Andrew, so you can ask Ferdy for his. $10 away from your stop loss. Berserk, I prefer UDST. That's what I prefer. Just because then I don't have to transfer. Like if I wanted to trade like ETH or something, I have to like do all this conversion, and the UDST just allows me to easily trade everything. And I don't want to trade against Bitcoin, to be honest with you. I just really don't like it. Yeah, I like the USDT. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for crypto. I mean, we kind of see it kind of moving up. There is a couple of things I did want to look at. The futures market. We take a peek at the ES. we can see, I'm not sure if this is, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, so it's pretty close to accurate. It's not 100%, but it is ripping up off the open today. So we opened up, we put in some value here on the ES. People tried to get short, right? And they're getting their heads ripped off all night. Above this 50, guys, above this 50, you're gonna see some people get squeezed out, and the reason being is right here. Let me show you. If we take a peek at this one, I think it is. We'll look at the Bitcoin one right after this. But if we look at the E-mini S&P 500, you see that they added a lot to the short side, and you see, which is interesting, leverage funds actually cut their short position by a lot and added to their long position by a little bit. Of course, this is as of last Tuesday, and if we go back to the chart, find Tuesday, we can see on Tuesday, which was the 17th, right? And this is why, look at this, they cut their short position and then the market sold off. And this is why I tell you guys, when you're looking at this COT report, don't look at leverage funds, look at asset manager or institutional money, right? Did I hear correctly that the next TPO bootcamp will be the last one for a while? Yeah, that's the plan, Clipper. Reason being is because I want to be able to focus on everybody that's in the trading room right now, right? And want to be able, like I said, my goal is to be able to get them all to be at least break-even traders by the end of the year. Very lofty goal. And I know that it doesn't sound sexy to be a break-even trader, right? But how many out there, honestly, if you're being 100% honest with us or 100% honest with yourself, you don't have to be honest with us, but you at the end of the day, you're going to be honest with yourself. You have to be, are a break-even trader, right? Or are a profitable trader. And I'm not talking on the past week or the past month. I'm talking since you started trading. Is your trading account up or down? Right? And so to get to that spot, to become a break-even trader, is really the first step. And that's kind of what I teach people is, people are like, I want to make $100 a day. I want to make $500 a day. I want to make $1,000 a day, right? Well, that's a great goal. And you should always have goals. But in order to make that, $100, $500, $1,000 a day, you have to make $10 a day first. Like I always say this, every time that I've made $100 or $1,000 or $10,000 in a single day, I always made $10 first before any of that. And that's the thing is it almost gets like mind numbing. And I like hear myself say it, that really, screen time really is so important, but it is that important. And that's kind of why I keep preaching it, because it really is that important. But yeah, it's going to be the last one for a while because I need to be able to focus on the people that we have now. And if we get too many people, it's going to be tough for me to do that, right? I'm only one person. I try to, make a personal connection with everybody. I'm not the best with names, especially the difference, because people have names on Zoom and then their YouTube name and then their Discord name. But I like to, stream with people or, get on a personal chat and like see what we can do to try to help improve everyone. But if I have, if we have 500 members or something like that, that's going to be tough to do, right? So let's get the 200 that I think we're at about like 150. Let's get these 150 rocking and rolling, focus on them for the time that we have now. And then we'll start moving forward from there. And then as these people advance, right, people are going to advance at faster speeds, or at different speeds, I should say. Some people are going to be faster than others. As these people advance, they can, enlist them to kind of help us out through the process, or some of our newer members as newer members trickle in. And the bootcamp's still going to be there because I'm going to record it. So if people want to pay to watch it, we'll just figure out a price. I have to talk to James about the price for watching it not live. It's not as in my opinion, it's not as good not live, or it's not as good when it's not live, because you know you might not get to ask your question live, you know. And I think that's really the draw to it for me, is I love to teach, and it's even better when I can interact with you personally and actually know that the question is answered, not just like, you know, through a text message or through like a direct message or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, sorry, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent. But yeah, so above this 50 level on the S&P, we start to get pretty bullish, as they say, right? You could start to see some real buying come in, some institutional buying come in. And so, you know, as we get up there, right, this overnight session really doesn't matter on the ES, so it's almost kind of like it's not there. So we'll see where the open's at tomorrow, because London could open up and they could push this thing back down here, and then we're not above the 50. But if we get up above the 50 tomorrow during the US session, one, you're going to see a bunch of people get shorted out or squeezed out. And, you know, this is kind of like our little mouse trap. And, you know, we've got all these people trying to short here. And, you know, I don't know why they do this, but they just love to try to get free cheese. And that's just not how the world works, right? So there's no free cheese in the world. You've got to earn it. And so what happens is all these people that are trying to get short are coming in, and, you know, all of a sudden just fucking smack. They get caught in this mouse trap, and they're fucked. They're done, right? And then that's when the market just goes on these tears. And we've seen it happen in every market, right? Not just the ES, but if I zoom out right here, you can see we've had, you know, a pretty strong movement up, you know, with some pullbacks, of course. And you know, see, even people think pullbacks like this are the end of the world. They're definitely not. People in crypto definitely think some of these pullbacks are end of the world, but they're definitely not. You know, this is just for March, and if we measure the move, yeah, it's going to be too much of a pain in the ass to do. So I mean, you guys can just see it. You know what I mean? And the reason is because since about March of 2020, way down here, we got to keep going down because we're like in the 2300s or something right here. Right, ever since we kind of popped off the bottom, put in this initial structure, people have been getting short, right? Because they're fucking psychos. And you know, I mean, this thing just has gone on. You know, it's up over 100%. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. And if we look at like if you look at Bitcoin, we can see the same thing. Let's go to a daily chart real quick so we can give the inspection here. But you'll see the same thing. You can see how far this channel goes down. But we had our pullback, right? Nice little consolidation. People are building a huge short position here. Huge short position. This thing broke, and we saw tons of people just pour in here, coming from, you know, everywhere. And buyers were just like, okay, sure, I'll take it. Everyone was seeing these things on their screen everywhere. And they're like, oh my God, it's telling me to go short. And Elon was just like, yeah, keep going short. And people have been shorting this whole move up, right? And that's why we keep going up. That's the thing, is because they don't understand value. They're just trading based off of price. And in here, we don't trade based off of price. We trade based off of value. And so, you know, that's the thing, is that you're having these big issues. Yeah, and we can go back to the ES, and you can see, you know, the move is, I mean, it's pretty big. Is this the measuring tool? About right here, 107%, right? Pretty, you know, pretty big goal. Nice. I mean, it's gone up the whole time. It hasn't. I mean, it's had dips, but those are normal dips for the market. That's the thing. People aren't. They're just not used to them, especially in crypto, because crypto is so young. Right? They'll get there. and that's why I love crypto right now, because people really don't understand it. So like I said, I feel like Billy Madison playing fucking dodgeball. Uh, just get to fucking throw dodgeballs at a bunch of first graders. Pretty easy. Most first graders can't even hold a dodgeball with one hand, and I'm over here just palming two balls at a time, smacking them together. Right. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq as well, because the Nasdaq is getting above some key levels for us as well. The Nasdaq has some pretty bullish news, and we saw, can't remember what the thing is that measures what is it called? Let's look at some of these features. Where is it at? There's some tech investment thing on here. I can't remember which one it is. I'd have to look it up. There's one that's like I was looking at it earlier today too. Fuck. I don't know where it's at. Basically, people have put a lot of money into tech over the past since last Tuesday. So it's interesting to look at. We could take a look at the Bitcoin COT report too while we're right here on as well, right? You can see they added a little bit to the long, added a little bit to the short. So basically, they're just taking a pretty neutral position. They haven't really done anything. They're not really picking a side at this point. You can see the same thing with leveraged funds, but we're not really focused about that. And you can see they did a little bit of a spread here too. So they still are net long, but they're not as confident as they have been, right? A day live. But yeah, so we're looking for a break up on Apple tomorrow. Apple put out some news that was actually interesting, because typically, especially when Steve Jobs was in charge of Apple, he wasn't really a huge fan of listening to the people. He actually said that people don't know what they want, so we have to just do what we want for them, or kind of tell them what they want. Bearish Bull, what's up, man? How's it going? I lost my fucking Streamlabs thing. Where'd it go? Yeah, so I guess there was going to be an update to Safari, and they decided that they weren't going to do it because the people were complaining about it. They were going to put the search bar on the bottom and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, they're not going to do it. So they actually listened to the consumer, and that can go a long way with the company, right? A lot of people can be like, hey, I like that you listened. So definitely something to look at. I'm watching Tesla as well. Tesla had a pretty bad week. A big sell-off to kind of start the week, and then kind of is hanging out down below. So we have some areas that we're watching from previous, and we'll kind of see how they act. Microsoft is another one to watch. We're going to be watching all of the FANG stocks this week. Microsoft had this huge breakup. As you can see, I've already marked my levels on Microsoft. If we get a breakdown, we might start closing some single prints, and we're at all-time highs, as you can see on Microsoft. But we could definitely keep going to the upside. So we never want to go. ETH off to a tear. Yep. See, and that was just an easy follow-up play, right? That's all that was. Oh, how come my alert didn't go off? Piece of shit. Trading view. I didn't get a beep on here. But I did put this play out yesterday, so hopefully you guys are on board this long. Yesterday I posted this, and the reason I wanted to be a little more patient, ETH long 298, 3321, 3343 yesterday, 5 o'clock. Right, had to wait pretty long for it. So ultimate target's up here. Looks like we've almost got to the first target actually hit right there. That is the first target, 2-1. I haven't taken anything off yet. I'm just gonna keep riding it. I got in this position pretty early, I'm not gonna lie. At 3199. But let's see if we can get up to that 43. That's where I'll take some nice gains. But yeah, I mean that's just basic market structure, right? That's all that is. Just being patient and trading the structure. Yeah, we had this big pull down, but you just stay patient, wait for that level to hit, and boom, you hit a nice solid play, right? One thing that I think a lot of people are focused on is making a trade, right? And not paying attention to everything else. You know, I am imploring you guys to just stay patient, right? Just because you're on the computer doesn't mean you have to make a trade. The best thing you can do, I mean, of course, TradingView failed us this time, but the best thing you can do is set these alerts and get on, and you see this and you think like, oh, well, I could try one here, but it's a little bit more risky, right? Well, if you try like 4 or 5 risky trades in a row, they all lose. Well, then you're sitting down, and not only can it kind of uh not only can it kind of ruin your day, but it can kind of ruin your account, right? So just stay patient and wait for this. Yeah, you missed, yeah, if you waited for this trade, you missed all of this, right? You missed all this downside, right? As structure is forming, because I posted this yesterday at 5:30, which is right here, so none of this was even here yet, but this would have been a nice little play, right? This 68 up. We can go back to dot too. Um, and we see we just remember we just said this, right? It's about to hit our first profit target one. Just a matter of staying patient. You could rewind the stream a little bit and called out this play live on stream. If we break above this, right, we've got some space, and we get above this level, and we've got some real space to climb up there. What do we say, up to like the 41 maybe, right? If we really start to get bullish, start to get some buyers coming in on dot. Right, let's see if it can just break this level real quick. I love to watch some stop runs. It's like one of my favorite things to watch. Patience gets us paid. Exactly, Bearish. Exactly. That's why I had to put that in the wrap after you said that. I was like, man, I gotta put that in there. That's so true. It's just so true. You really do get paid off of patience. That's the thing. It's like, if you're not patient, you're gonna get a negative salary, right? And yeah, you might hit it. You might hit it a couple of times, but for every time that you hit it, there's going to be another time where you don't hit it. And if you just stay patient, you can be a lot more consistent. Yeah, I think that's just you. There's our resistance right there. So we're having some responsive selling right there off of those highs. People protecting their stops. Not surprised. We'll keep a close eye on this one. Another thing to watch this week is going to be some of the chip stocks. So like Nvidia, AMD is going to be another one to watch. You can kind of see AMD is down on this low. My level up above on AMD is really where I want to wait for it to get up there. I don't really want to play around in the chop. I'd rather just wait, be patient for it. Another one that I was watching was, where's my little list at? Let me pull this bad boy up. And if you guys have anything that you want to look at, just comment it, and I'll definitely take a quick peek for sure. As weird as it may sound, I like looking at charts. I like doing chart analysis. Because I like to see what happens. ASM. Yeah, so it looks like it's getting ready to get up there too. So with this thin spot right here, this is something that you want to watch. So you see how right here it has low volume 2 days in a row, and then the previous day we got a bunch of volume on here, and then when we came through it, we didn't trade it, right? And that's because when you see something like this, guys, there's a long position getting built right here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. A long position getting built, right? Buyers, 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 buyers. Pops up, comes back down. People buy it back up. But this time when it comes down, it liquidates, right? All these people that got long right here, that's where their last line of defense was. They had taken profit on the tops. They moved their stop to break even, and boom, traded down. Came back up. These people didn't show back up. Came back up again. They didn't show back up, so it has to bid down to previous value. Where our point of control's at. I draw it straight across, right? To find buyers, they say, oh, I like it down here. They buy it back up. So as it comes back up to this level, you're going to have to see volume come back in, and we're getting a little bit messy here, but you're going to have to see this volume come back in order to get into this position, right? So you could try it here, but you've got to understand that this level right here is a respected level. And as this trades down, people got short here, people got short here. So, you know, they've obviously probably taken profit, buying their shares back or their contracts back and bringing it back up here. So definitely something to watch. Super farm. I'm not sure what that is. Is this right here? Sushi swap? I'm not sure what this is. Oh, is it this one? Yeah. Probably. Yeah, it looks kind of ugly. All right, we see a nice little level here. I don't know if I can drag this thing to the left. Yeah, so I mean, you're gonna want to see this thing get above. That's not a bad one though. Is that on Binance? Yeah. See, if this thing can get some news, that's the thing about these cheaper coins that are on Binance. This thing can get some news, and I'm talking like some real news. You know, it could just skyrocket because it's only $1, right? So everybody and their mom has $1, and they'll just buy it. Like, oh shit, I can buy that on my phone. Here we go. And you know, that's what they do. Another thing that we're gonna be watching heavy this week, guys, is oil. And reason being is because it's been getting punished, right? Badly punished. You can kind of see here. Since we came up on the top, right? And remember when James told you guys to short at the 71? It just held that shit forever, right? Let's give us a nice little measurement. Oh, what's that about 16%. You know, it's pretty it's a pretty good move. Some game announcement. When is that come out? When's that news supposed to drop? Yeah, oil is definitely something to watch, and a lot of the oil stocks too. One thing that we were talking about getting short last week was APA. Nice short. You can see this is a 16th, and this is, you know, when we were talking about it last Sunday, was the 15th, I think. But you know, we were talking about getting short some of these stocks. Another one we were talking about was ExxonMobil, right? Got punished as well. You can see same level that we were watching almost. I mean, not same level, obviously. Same setup that it was looking to get moving. Another one was CVX, Chevron. Chevron got massacred as well. There's also some news out on some of the cruise line stocks, and so this will be something to watch. I'm not sure when it hit the wire. I was just reading about it today, but it's something saying that people that are high risk for the C word shouldn't be getting on any cruise ships, right? Because they can still be infected or whatever. So definitely watch some of these cruise ships, and then also watch some of these airlines as well. So airlines had a nice little pump, right? We were able to catch that pump. They had a little dump. We didn't really get on board. It was kind of a grind and then a fall. We did trade Delta, and Delta was kind of more choppy than anything. And then the big news coming out this week is going to be Southwest. Already sold off a pretty decent amount. Has a little bit of a gap to the upside, a couple of them actually. So that's going to be something that we're going to watch. Yeah, oil was CL. And let's see. Trying to remember what that COT thing was called. There's like a something that tracks like all the tech stocks. I can't remember what it was. And we can also look at gold. I think gold GC. I like we kind of see gold getting a little bit of a pump here, and it kind of almost looks like a kind of like a bull flag, I guess, but it's off the lows. I have this big resistance zone above, and that's kind of the zone I'm watching here. But it seems to me that a lot of people are not really buying as much gold as they used to buy, or have as much confidence in okay, it's progressive. That's one you were telling me about earlier. Okay. But you know, not a lot of people are having as much confidence in gold lately as they are in crypto, and so you're not seeing a lot of money kind of flow into them. So it's definitely something that you're going to want to pay attention to. It's something interesting for sure, because you've got to stay with the times. That's the thing. If you're not staying with the times, then what the fuck are you doing? Even if you don't like it, even if you don't agree with it. Yeah, I'm watching ETH on my other screen, sorry. Yeah, so these are my levels above on ETH. So there's our target number 2. See if we can get that 72. And that was just a matter of staying patient all weekend, waiting for it. And this is kind of what we were talking about in the Discord all weekend too, is that we were expecting off the Asia Open to get a big move. We weren't sure which side it was going to be to, but we were ready for it either way, you know. And that's the benefit of trading, market structure and using the time price opportunity chart or trading value, is you're not you're not worried about how ugly this downside looks. You trade it once it starts to build value, you get out of it. You see it comes back up here into this upper structure, it breaks up, and then boom, trade it to the upside. And we can look at some Ether, cash settled Ether contracts. About neutral. Silver, yeah, silver. I never really talk about silver just because it just kind of follows around gold for the most part. It's kind of on the downtrend as well. A lot of people lost a lot of money on silver this year, trading silver. A lot of people got really bullish on silver for some reason. But you can kind of see, where I started to get short on silver. And yeah, I mean, it's just a silver short position. It's more like just a hedge than anything. But people just, they got kind of, I think they got like that crypto bug where they thought that silver was going to pump like gold was pumping because ETH was pumping like Bitcoin was pumping, and really it's just that's just not how it works. So and there's our sellers coming in right on cue. And this is the level that I was talking about earlier, guys. If you remember me posting it in the Discord, this 3172 level. And this was a level, and you can see just kind of all the action that we got around it that acted as a big support. And we were looking for it to get down below this 32 level, which it did. It ended up tagging the 25. But you see, we couldn't really kill all these singles. So I actually bounced off the top of previous structure. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I got out of that position a little bit early. I was playing some video games earlier. What? Where's your thing? Let me see it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You guys don't have anything else, I'm gonna call it. Definitely a good weekend for sure. And hopefully you guys are all managing risk and sticking to your trade plan. And boom. One more thing. Yeah, for sure, Bear. So this was one more thing that I wanted to do actually. So if you were to just stay patient all weekend, right, and only take these 2 trades, and so the trades were posted. I posted a trade on Friday. Oh, I did post a trade on Friday. We'll talk about just the trades posted Saturday. Right, so a long and a short position. A short position from 202 aggressive entry 212 all the way down to 48, right? So let's look at our aggressive entry 212 down to 48. Down to 48 is a 2% move, right? 2%. Imagine you only took this trade and not any other trades throughout the weekend. 2% on 5x is going to be a 10% trade. So whatever you put in, 10% back. Amazing, right? I mean, a perfectly good move. And then the other trade was the long, which was from 98 to 43. Was it? Where's it at? ETH long 32.90. Yeah, where's 32? 32.98. We traded it to 43. About 1.4% move. And so you times that if you're using 5x, and right, I know some of you savages out there are using a lot higher leverage than that, but we're talking about 7.5% plus another 10%. So you're talking about almost 20% of whatever money that you put on to leverage that you're going to be getting back, right? For one day of trading, one day of staying patient. I know the hours sometimes don't always work out, but that's it. That's all you need to do is just stay patient. That's what I'm trying to get at here. It's just stay patient. Just stay patient. And you guys can see, for those of you guys, and I haven't finished this yet, but I've been going back all the way from the beginning of this whole thing, and I don't know if how we can add it up, or I have to get Jens to help me or something like that. But you can see these are all the trades that have been posted since June 1st, and this is just I'm not really using profit 2, profit 3, loss. I'm just using the P&L. But this is based off of 5x trade. If you use the 5x trade, but I mean, you could see. I don't know if there's a way to. Was this H3 through 63? So we can go equals H3. How do you go through 63? H3. Who knows? Who knows? Come on, need some help here. Is it through plus, oh, equals, we get to the sum of H. Oops. So, oh, fuck, I don't know. Well, oh, is that what it is? Equals, there we go. God, this community is the best. Sum H3. Was that a colon? H60. 500. God, you guys are fucking awesome. And let's, yeah, we can see that. Oh, we can do the average. That's kind of cool. Let's do that too. Average H3. Oops. %9 trades. That's pretty good. But you can see, you know, for all the trades that we've made, and these are just from June 1st until August 1st. If you just took these trades, you would be looking at about 500% with some losses in there. Some pretty decent sized losses. I will attest to. Taking some pretty hard shots on the chin a couple times. Your number in H62 is messed up. Oh, okay. Let's just make it 0 then. Yeah, so it should still the same, I think. But yeah, I mean, pretty decent. And these are just all, most of them are just structure breaks, like breaking value, and we had some pretty small trades during July. Right, July was a pretty. If we go back to the chart, we just go, and these are I included some of the ETH trades, but you know, it just takes so much time to go back and forth. But so I mainly just included the Bitcoin trades. There is a lot of other trades that aren't in there that probably make it a little bit higher. But if we look in July until we started to get to about July 20th, our moves were just they were just, you know, they were ugly. We didn't catch a lot of runners, so we were having to kind of scalp all of these small trades, and there wasn't really any good movements unless you really were to nail some of these bottoms. So, you know, it was kind of a tough month. August, which I haven't really added in yet. I'm only on August 1st, but we've caught some nice big moves in August. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just something that I'm bringing out as well. JJ, good night, man. But yeah, so that's just kind of what we're looking at as far as from there. So pretty decent size, pretty decent size moves. So yeah, let's take one more look at Bitcoin before we sign off. We're getting a little bit of support up here. Getting a little bit of a pullback on ETH. We're holding above structure. So if we hold nice little value up here, start to build some value right at this 50K, start to accumulate some of these stops, right? People will want to short because we're at 50K. You know, the main target 5,500. That's our first target, and then up here, up to a long-term target is going to be around this 58 level, 51 temporary, but around this 58 level is where I'm looking to get up to. So And then if we break below this level, right, kind of turns us back onto the downside. We have some of our levels to the downside as well. You see we have some alerts that we haven't crossed yet. And these are going to be some of my key levels on the downside that I'm waiting to see if we break this 46.8 level, can cause some downside movement in this 46.4 level. We can start seeing, kind of a spill back into this 44. And like I said, if we get back down to this 40 level, if there is a big pullback, if we get down to this 46.11 level, where we have all this value built and we don't hold that, it's going to get ugly, right? Maybe back down to like 22 or something like that, so. Yeah, progressive, yeah. And those are all just, being being patient. A pretty rare room. It is kind of rare, I guess. It's a cool room because we have so many good people like calling stuff out all the time too. You see dots getting rejected now. Gave it the old college try. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna hit the hay. Means go to sleep. If you guys didn't know. Thank you guys again for the hooking me up with the Excel math. I was gonna struggle there for probably about like 20 minutes and get off and then have to Google it. You guys saved the day, so thank you. But yeah, other than that, you guys have a great night. I will see you guys all bright and early. I'll probably get on the trade room early, I imagine. I've been getting up pretty early. Got up pretty early today. Yeah, I trade pretty conservatively. That's the thing. I don't there's no need to, and that's what I'm trying to get at. There's no need to there's no need not to, you know what I mean? If you could have taken your account and made it 500% more than it is now from June 1st by trading conservatively, what's the point of trading aggressively? I mean, yeah, you got to step on the gas. You got to step on the gas more sometimes, right? When you get some big moves, but you also got to know when to pull back. And that's the thing. If you just stayed conservative, and that thing is just 5%, right? As you guys know, the 10K challenge, I was doing 25 x until now. Now I'm doing 10x, but I was going hard on that shit. So, but those are, I mean, I was just taking those trades that I posted. That's all I was doing. I wasn't taking very many trades. I haven't taken very many trades. Yeah, there's no need. That's the thing. There's just no need. If I could just get that out in the world, in the what do they call it? Shit. Not like the, oh, fuck, I can't even think of it. Get out. Full moon right now? Oh shit. Where's that indicator at? Full moon. Is there an indicator on here? What's it called? Moon? Moon phases? Is that it? Oh, damn. Pump it. This is the moon indicator, so. I mean, look at this thing, dude. Fucking. This full moon lasted for like a couple of days or what? Maybe this is the wrong indicator. Oh, it's called moon phase? Okay. Moon phases. Oh no, this is it, yeah. How long does a full moon last though? This is like fucking July 23rd through August 8th. It's a super rare blue moon. Maybe Bitcoin will go to 100,000 today. Imagine you wake up, your account's just fucking like 100x because it's on 4-hour candles. Oh, I see. I see the move. Okay. Hmm. I mean, there's people that trade off this shit. That's probably why it works. Put on Frank Sinatra. Imagine I'm just like, had Frank Sinatra just on cue for you. That'd be cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna head to bed for real this time. You guys have a good night, and I will see you guys all in the morning.